Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Sahih Al-Bukhari, the book of faith or belief. Hadith number 36. Narrated by Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, the Prophet ﷺ said, the person who participates in holy battles in Allah's cause and nothing compels him to do so except belief in Allah and His Rasul will be recompensed by Allah either with a reward or booty if he survives, or will be admitted to paradise if he is killed and the battle is a martyr. Had I not found it difficult for my followers, then I would not remain behind any small number of people who were going for jihad, and I would have loved to be martyred in Allah's cause, and then made alive, and then martyred, and then made alive, and then again martyred in His cause. Hadith number 37. Narrated by Abu Hurairah radhiyallahu anhu that Allah's Rasul ﷺ said, whoever establishes prayers during the nights of Ramadan faithfully out of sincere faith and hoping to attain Allah's reward, not for showing off, all his past sins will be forgiven. Hadith number 38. Narrated by Abu Hurairah radhiyallahu anhu that Rasulullah ﷺ said, whoever observes fasts during the month of Ramadan out of sincere faith and hoping to attain Allah's rewards, then all his past sins will be forgiven. Hadith number 39. Narrated by Abu Hurairah radhiyallahu ta'ala anhu that the Prophet ﷺ said, religion is very easy, and whoever overburdens himself in his religion will not be able to continue in that way. So you should not be extremists, but try to be near to perfection and receive the good tidings that you will be rewarded, and gain strength by worshipping in the mornings, the nights. Hadith number 40. Narrated by Al-Bara bin Azib radhiyallahu anhu, when the Prophet ﷺ came to Medina, he stayed first with his grandfathers or maternal uncles from Ansar. He offered his prayers facing Baytul Muqaddas, Jerusalem, for 16 or 17 months. But he wished that he could pray facing the Kaaba at Mecca. The first prayer which he offered facing the Kaaba was the Asr prayer, in the company of some people. Then one of those people who had offered the prayer with him came out and passed by some people and another mosque who were bowing during their prayers facing Jerusalem. He said, addressing them by Allah, I testify that I have prayed with Rasulullah ﷺ facing Makkah Kaaba. Hearing that, those people changed their direction towards the Kaaba immediately. Jews and the people of the scripture used to be pleased to see the Prophet ﷺ facing Jerusalem in prayers. But when he changed his direction towards the Kaaba during the prayers, they disapproved of it. Al-Bara added, before we changed our direction towards the Kaaba, Makkah, in prayers, some Muslims had died or had been killed, and we did not know what to say about them regarding their prayers. Then Allah revealed, saying that, and Allah would never make your faith prayers to be lost. The prayers of those Muslims were valid. Hadith number 41. Narrated by Abu Sa'id Al-Khudri radhiyallahu ta'ala anhu that Rasulullah ﷺ said, if a person embraces Islam sincerely, then Allah shall forgive all his past sins, and after that starts the settlement of accounts. The reward of his good deeds will be 10 times to 700 times for each good deed, and one evil deed will be recorded as it is unless Allah forgives it. Hadith number 42. Narrated by Abu Hurairah radhiyallahu anhu that Rasulullah ﷺ said, if any one of you improve follows strictly his Islamic religion, then his good deeds will be rewarded 10 times to 700 times for each good deed, and a bad deed will be recorded as it is. Hadith number 43, narrated by Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha, once the Prophet ﷺ came while a woman was sitting with me. He said, "Who is she?" I replied, "She is so and so," and told him about her excessive praying. Rasulullah ﷺ said disapprovingly, "Do good deeds which is within your capacity without being overtaxed. Is Allah does not get tired of giving rewards, but surely you will get tired. And the best deed, act of worship in the sight of Allah is that which is done regularly." Hadith number 44, narrated by Anas radiallahu ta'ala anhu, that the Prophet ﷺ said, "Whoever said none has the right to be worshipped but Allah, and has in his heart good faith equal to the weight of a barley grain, will be taken out of hell. And whoever said none has the right to be worshipped but Allah, and has in his heart good faith equal to the weight of a wheat grain, will be taken out of hell. And whoever said none has the right to be worshipped but Allah, and has in his heart good faith equal to the weight of an atom, will be taken out of hell." Hadith number 45, narrated by Umar bin al-Khattab radiallahu ta'ala anhu, that once a Jew said to me, "O the chief of believers, there is a verse in your holy book which is read by all of you Muslims, and had it been revealed to us, we would have taken the day on which it was revealed as a day of celebration." Umar bin al-Khattab radiallahu ta'ala anhu asked, "Which is that verse?" The Jew replied, "This day I have perfected your religion for you, completed my favor upon you, and have chosen for you Islam as your religion." Then Umar radiallahu anhu replied, "No doubt, we know when and where this verse was revealed to the Prophet ﷺ. It was Friday, and the Prophet ﷺ was standing at Arafat the day of Hajj." Hadith number 46, narrated by Talha bin Ubaidullah radiallahu ta'ala anhu, a man from Najd with unkempt hair came to Allah's Rasul ﷺ, and we heard his loud voice, but could not understand what he was saying, till he came near, and then we came to know that he was asking about Islam. Rasulullah ﷺ said, "You have to offer prayers perfectly 5 times in a day and night." The man asked, "Is there any more praying?" Rasulullah ﷺ replied, "No, but if you want to offer the nawafil prayers, then you can." Rasulullah ﷺ further said to him, "You have to observe fast during the month of Ramadan." The man asked, "Is there any more fasting?" Rasulullah ﷺ replied, "No, but if you want to observe the nawafil fast, then you can." Then Rasulullah ﷺ further said to him, "You have to pay the zakat obligatory charity." The man asked, "Is there anything other than zakat for me to pay?" Rasulullah ﷺ replied, "No, unless you want to gain alms of your own." And then that man retreated, saying, "By Allah, I will neither do less nor more than this." Rasulullah ﷺ said, "If what he has said is true, then he will be successful. Example, he will be granted a paradise."